Hey guys, what's up? My name is Gtreeko and today I'm making a studying and revision tips video. I know how hard it is, guys. I've did 3 years of university studying computer science. I know how exams are. I know how hard it is to study and revise and sit there every day looking at those notes over and over again. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to manage your time, how to just get the most out of it. And when you get to that exam, you're going to nail it, alright? Right, so let's talk about some stuff that you can do to manage your time more efficiently, to get the most out of the time you put in. Something that helps for some people is to sit there for 20 minutes, right? What you do is you turn off your phone or you put it on airplane mode or whatever, and you set a timer on it, right? 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. And you put it away, you put it behind you somewhere where you can't see it, you don't see notifications or any of that, your best friend messages you on Facebook, man. Put it away and look at it later, right? Sit there for 20 minutes and just focus, right? Do your studying, do your revising, make notes, read over your books, do whatever you got to do. And then after that 20 minutes is gone, you're going to hear your phone go off and you're going to have a 5-minute, 10-minute break. Obviously, you don't want to do 5 minutes of revision and a half an hour break. Don't do that, of course. But let's say 20 minutes revising, 5-minute break. It might depend on the person. You might want to try different times like that. But try that, right? So, for example, if you have studying to do right now, what you can do right now is pause the video. Do 20 minutes of studying, right? 20 minutes of studying, pause the video, and when you come back, you'll have 5-minute break of watching the video for more exam tips, for example. That's a good idea, right? If not, what you can do is you can go, stretch or something, check your social media, have a quick look on Facebook or Twitter, do something cool like that. Just take a break, just take your mind off it, and when the 5 minutes are over, you get back to it, you get back to studying. Make sure, right, you set timers, right, because otherwise, I know how you are, I know how I am, or how I was. I did not stick to my 5 minutes break, right? I would sometimes that would go to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I would do something else, like, you guys know how it is. So set a timer, make sure you stick to it, and trust me, right, you'll do great. Now, after you do this a few times, let's say you do 20 minutes, 5-minute break, 20 minutes, 5-minute break, 20 minutes, 5-minute break. After doing this for a couple of hours, make sure you take a longer break. Instead of 5 minutes, take like a 20-minute break, half an hour break. I don't know what you guys like to do. Go read a book. You just take your mind off it. Go outside for a bit, take a walk, go make yourself a cup of tea, watch a couple YouTube videos, get to it, just take a break, treat yourself a little bit, get a biscuit, that's what you got to do. Another thing that's really important, right, is your environment, right? If you're sitting in a room and you have a window, for example, what really helped me was to open my window. Open that window, right? Unless it's noisy outside, I can understand, but fresh air helps so much, trust me, right? I'd much rather be sitting outside, but for me, there's just too much noise, and especially where I live anyway, there's noise outside, there's people walking by. I find it hard to concentrate. But with the fresh air coming in, if you open up your window a little bit, noise should be all right. So let the air come into your room or wherever you're studying, and it's nice. Now, obviously, if you're in a library or something, you can't really control it if the windows are open or not. But if you are somewhere with a window, open it, and you'll get some fresh air in. Your brain's like, oh, wow, what's all this then? Flipping it, got some fresh air, and your brain will be like, let's focus, right? Another thing you can do is keep a bottle of water, right? Keep it next to you, and keep it filled, during your 5-minute breaks, whatever. Fill it up, take a sip while you're revising, make sure you're hydrated, because your brain will work better if it's hydrated. You'll stay more focused, you can get more done, and it's just much better that way. Try not to drink like a lot of crap, Coke, Pepsi, all that. Try keep it water, tea, coffee, stuff like that. Try not to drink a lot of like sugary crap, and keep it healthy with some water. Right. Something that can help some people. It didn't really help me so much, but you can put music on. Now, for me personally, I couldn't really focus that much with music if it had lyrics, because my brain or me, I would just start mouthing the words and start singing it to myself, and I wouldn't really be focusing on what I was looking at. So something that can help, I didn't really try that much, but classical music can help. If it doesn't have lyrics, just Google it or YouTube it, right? Put in some classical music, 2 hours or something, put it on, and while you're doing your 20 minutes, put it on and just try and see if it helps. Sometimes it helps for some people, sometimes it doesn't. Some people like to just sit there in the quiet. Whatever works for you. Try different music, try different things like that. Another thing, like I said, remove distractions, right? Put your phone away. Clear your desk. Make sure you don't have, little things you can fiddle with on your desk. Like I had a Rubik's Cube on my desk all the time, and I would just like, in the middle of revising, I would just grab it and I just start like, twisting it. Ooh, I could do the Rubik's Cube. No, Gtreeko, don't do that. What you need to do is you need to sit there, you need to focus, and what I'm basically saying is remove any distractions from your desk, get rid of that crap, and have a clear desk, have your book, your pens, your bottle of water, your highlighters, whatever you've got, put it on your desk and try and keep it at that. Try to remove any distractions, and you will be more focused on what you're doing. Another tip that can really help is to revise with someone else. Now, obviously, this doesn't really work for everyone. You might not have someone to revise with. You might be doing an exam on your own. I don't know. You might have someone that doesn't live close to you. You can always try Skype, but what I really recommend is in real life, right? In real life is so much better than revising over Skype or something, because you're there in real life. You can make notes together. You can make eye contact. It's just so much better. So let me tell you guys about one of my modules, right? This module, people did really terrible on it the year before. We were kind of worried. So what we did was we sat down, like on our own, for a couple of days. We made loads of notes, preparation, made sure we knew a lot for the module. And then afterwards, we sat together in the computer labs for, I think, like 3 days. And we sat and we went through absolutely everything. Every PowerPoint, every past paper, every exercise that we could do, we went through it. And guess what? We nailed that exam. We did well. And sometimes when you have revision sessions with someone else, you just kind of bounce energy off each other, because you're both motivated, you both want to do it, you both want to impress each other with how much you know, and it's just so much better to do it that way. Like, if you have someone to revise with, definitely spend some time on your own first, make sure you get the basics, stuff like that. But after that, it's really good to revise with someone else. Sometimes you might have something that you have just no idea about. You just don't understand something, right? But guess what? Your friend might, and that will really help you. Like, your friend will be like, oh wait, but it's just like that, and you're like, oh, okay, I understand now. That's great. It really does help if you have someone else to revise with. So if you can find someone, definitely go for it. Another really good tip is to manage your time efficiently. Make a schedule, all right? Make a schedule, and the only big thing that I can say about this is stick to it. Because if you're not going to stick to it, there's no point in making a schedule. There's absolutely no point. So make a schedule, right? Now, it doesn't have to be super precise, like, ooh, oh, whoa, it's 23 past 8. I got to go do something now. Nah. Make a little schedule. Say, all right, about 9 o'clock, I'm going to do 20 minutes. Just try and plan it out a little bit. Some people don't like to plan ahead; they just like to do it as they go. It just really depends on what kind of person you are. But definitely try and do it. And after, right? Let's say you do an hour of revision in the day, right? Make sure you clock those hours, because what you can do is you can see how much time you've actually spent revising. And you think to yourself, whoa, I did 3 hours of revision today. I did 10 hours, or maybe not 10, that's actually quite a lot. But let's say 6 hours, I don't know. I did 6 hours of revision today. That's brilliant, right? And that, like, seeing that number there is, you can see how much effort you put in, and it makes you kind of like proud of yourself. You're like, whoa, I actually did quite a lot today. That's really good. So it can definitely keep you motivated if you do that. If you keep it, let's say you revise for a week, you say, oh, whoa, I did, let's say 30 hours of revision this week. That's really great. Definitely do that. Write down your hours somewhere and keep it updated. Right, the final thing I've really got to say is to stay focused, right? Stay focused, keep at it, and all this time you put in is going to be worth it, right? Let's say you put in 3 hours today, you put 4 hours, 5, whatever you do, that the amount of time you put in will reflect on how well you will do. All this time you put in, you will get out of it. Do you guys want to be like the guy that I know, right? Let's say you didn't study, just like the guy that I know, right? Do you know what he did on his exam day? He walked in on his exam day. He sat down, you know, he filled out the front, and he looked at his paper for 5 minutes. Like, he looked through the questions, and he closed it, and he waited to go home. The only things that he knew how to fill in on that piece of paper was his name and the date and a couple of exam details. That's all he knew, right? He didn't know anything about the module, anything about the stuff that he was supposed to learn, because he didn't revise, right? Do you want to be like that guy, or do you want to do well? Do you want to go put some time in now? Do you want to revise, study, and really make an effort? And you want to sit in that exam and know how to do every single question. Now, obviously, not everyone's going to be like that, but definitely, right? Put some time in. Don't be like that guy. Trust me, right? I believe in you. Look, if I can do it, if I can sit there and study and revise, trust me, I am the biggest procrastinator, right? I am the biggest procrastinator, right? I've had exams that I've only done 1 day of revision on, right? But trust me, right? If I can do it, if I can sit there and do loads of revision, load of studying for an exam, anyone can. If I can do it, you could do it. Trust me, all right? Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope I helped you guys with the tips. And good luck on your exams. Stay focused. And I'll see you guys in the next video.